What is up, everybody? This is Omega Belmonk. Welcome back to, again, another Wednesday figure and statue talk, or statue and figure, whatever what we want to do. So for today, got a lot of things I want to talk about. What I'm going to be talking about is new pre-order things. Most of the stuff is going to be from Big Bad Toy Store because you know what? I love them and I use them a lot. So that's where I'll be doing most of my figure and statue talks. And then we'll do some pre-orders first, and then some new releases, and then some actually used or pre-owned figures that you can buy. Like I tend to buy a lot of figures pre-owned because there's a lot of really good stuff that you can find. So that's what I tend to do. So I'll give you guys some websites and things like that in my descriptions, and then I'll link them and do all that too. So, but first, like I said, what I wanted to do is talk about a lot of the new pre-ordered statues and figures. I got some pretty cool stuff that I was able to find, and I'm super happy to actually talk about them because you know what? This is what I like to do. So first up is the Star Fox R-Wing statue from First 4 Figures. It's actually looks really cool. If I'm right, it is 12 inches tall and then 18 inches wide, so it's a pretty big statue. Well, actually wide going this way, I should say, because of the wings that float out. So awesome stuff. If you're a Star Fox fan, you look forward to buying it. It's actually coming out in October of this year. It says October, but you know what? Things could happen. It could get delayed and things like that. So, but so far on the site it says October. You're looking at about $300 plus bucks dollars to buy it. It's a pretty expensive statue, but you know what? You're getting some pretty cool looking, looking airship, and I'll do pictures and whatnot for you guys here too. So that's the first thing that I saw that was pretty cool. I'll save the other ones for last, I guess. Next up is from Square Enix. They do a lot of figures too. Actually, they tend to do more of action figures. This is from their Play Arts Kai line. This is the Batman v Superman, armored Batman, and it looks pretty cool. Most of their action figures are usually about 12 inches tall. So, but like I said, they kind of do like a rendition of what it's supposed to look like. It's kind of more of anime-ish looking action figure. So if I'm looking at it right now, it looks a little bit almost close to what Superman, Batman v Superman, Batman looks like. Maybe he's a little bit more blacker, not grayish color. But you know what? They do make pretty cool looking action figures, and they're just, yeah, so it depends on what you like. I'm not a big fan of them because they do decent stuff, but I don't, like I said, I don't usually tend to buy any of their action figures because they are quite expensive, but like I said, they're about 12 inches tall, and people have problems with them, but like I said, they're still really cool. Actually, he's only 10 inches, not 12 inches, so it's a little bit different. He comes with some accessories and things like that, so he's sitting at about $149.99. That's just regular price without shipping. It says about July 2016, so I'm guessing if you order or pre-order from like amiami.com or places like that, or in Japan, you'll probably get it like a month or two earlier. So but if you get it mostly from US sites, they're usually a few months behind because they have to do with the shipping and everything like that too. So pretty awesome stuff. $149 for a 10-inch armored Batman from Batman v Superman. Next up is some pretty cool, pretty awesome statues. They are very expensive. They're about the same size as, it's probably not the same size as the Harley Quinn that I talked about in last episode, but this is pretty close to that. It's a 1/2 scale polystone Batman v Superman. There's two of them. There's one for Batman and Superman. The Batman one stands about 43 inches tall. Let's see what the Superman one, about 41 inches tall, because Batman, of course, is Ben Affleck, so he's a little bit taller. But yeah, so pretty awesome stuff. They are both about hitting about $2,000. So, if you have the money for it, I would definitely go out and buy it. It looks actually really cool. It's actually from, what is it, Prime One Studios. So they do a lot of really good stuff from Prime One Studios. They do a lot of the 1/4 scale stuff, 1/3, actually the 1/3 scale stuff. They're usually about $600. So they're really higher quality, and they actually look really cool. So like I said, they're getting their stuff into. They're more towards Marvel, if I've seen it. So now they're kind of getting into the DC license, which is actually pretty cool. If I had the money to go buy them, I would. Maybe not from the movies, but if they put out some other ones, like 1/3 scale Superman, Batman, a regular Superman, Batman from the comics, I would probably like to go out and buy it. So you're looking at, like I said, you're looking at about $700 for 1/3 scales from them. But these ones are 1/4 scale. It says fourth quarter of 2016, so it's still got a ways to go. But you're looking at about $2,000 plus $400 non-refundable down payment for the item. So just, they have to have something like that. And then, like I said, there's two of them. So there's the Batman and the Superman one. They're both about $2,000. The Superman one actually looks kind of cool. I'm looking at it right now. It actually looks really cool. I like it. I like how he looks. Henry Cavill, and of course, Batman also looks cool. I wish it was the armored one, but this is the normal suit Batman with the stitches and things like that. I think that looks pretty cool. So he looks. Yeah, I think the Batman looks actually really cool too. So. And then that's pretty much it. Usually I don't really talk about Garage Kid stuff, but I actually saw a really cool one from myfigurecollection.net. It's Proto Man, or Blues, I guess that's what they call it in Japan, but I'll go with Proto Man. It's a Garage Kit of Proto Man from Mega Man. I think it looks friggin' fantastic. You have to see it to see how cool it looks. Garage kits aren't usually what I like to do because I can't paint them. I probably could, but I just don't have the time to do it, and maybe it'll take me a while to get into that skill set of painting and things like that and putting it all together. But if you're a big fan of Garage Kits, this one actually looks pretty cool. I think it says about 6,000 yen, so you're looking at about $50-something for US dollars. That's a resin too, and it's actually from the Wonder Festival 2016. And like I said, if you've seen it, it looks cool. I like how he looks. Pretty cool. He's like sitting down, and his arm, because this is, he has the robot hands and legs. They're all kind of scuffed up and things like that. So I think that looks pretty awesome. So that is it for the pre-ordered stuff, new stuff. Next is the newer stuff, I guess, new releases. This one is from Mega House, and you've seen my Bulma one and my Super Saiyan Goku one. This is from the Dimensions of Dragon, or DOD, I should say, Dragon Ball, Dimensions of Dragon Ball. This one's Super Saiyan 3, Son Goku, which actually looks pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that. See, it's about $99, so $100 plus with shipping. And like I said, it looks cool because they have the cool clothing they have, and I think it just looks cool. But I'll give you guys a picture of that. And like I said, it came out a while back in Japan, so finally Big Bad Toy Store finally got it in. So I would definitely, if you're a big fan of Dragon Ball, I definitely would like to to get this one. But if you're a big fan of Dragon Ball Z or anything like that, pretty awesome figures to pick up. Next is Digimon Adventures. It's the 1/10th scale GEM, or I forgot gem, I guess you want to say it. This is from Mega House. Also, this is the I forgot what's in. Well, they're not. I think her name was Kairi from the US, and Gatomon, I guess that's what this is called, but it's different in Japan, I guess. But this is of course, Digimon. This is Ty's little sister with this guy. I'm gonna go with Gatomon. I think that's what it was in the US one, and this one's actually pretty cool stuff. It's a 1/10 scale, so it's a smaller one. It's also a reproduction, so it's a second, I guess, series to this. It's about, like I said, 1/10 scale, so it's about 4 inches tall, pretty small. So, but then the character itself is pretty small, so it's it's of course season 2 of Digimon. So maybe season 2, I think so. But like I said, pretty awesome stuff. And I think it looks cool. If I was to get any of them, these were the ones I'll be getting, because there's also that one with Tai and Agumon and them. So I'm a big fan of it. Maybe I'll get it or not. I don't know yet, but you're looking at about $54 for $54 for the figure, and like I said, it's 4 inches tall from Mega House. So they do a lot of the cool licensed stuff. Next is. It's not a statue, I guess, or a figure. It's it's Mega Man's blaster gun, and it's a replica of it. It's looks like it's about 8 inches wide, about 14 inches long, and you can actually put your arm in there, I guess. So the arm hole is about 4.8 inches, and of course, you need 3 double A batteries. That are not included, but it looks pretty cool, and I just wanted to show you guys that. I think it looks freaking fantastic. I would definitely go out and buy the helmet. The helmet's like $140. This one is just about $79. They will look pretty cool with the helmet and the blaster, but I think the helmet's a little bit of a lighter blue than the blaster, so I don't think it'll. Maybe I gotta look that up, but it's from Think Geek, so I think the helmet's a little bit of a lighter blue. And this one's a darker blue, so I guess it wouldn't match. Next up is from NECA. They do a lot of cool, like I said, they're gonna do a lot of cool little action figures for different licensed products, from movies and games to things like that. I probably should have put up another one, but this is the one I kind of went with. Is the God of War 3 Kratos 7-inch action figure from NECA. I think he looks pretty cool. It comes with some cool accessories, his weapons, his 2 lion fists that he has, and a different face for him, like an angrier face. How can Kratos be even more angry? I guess they put him in a normal face from the looks of it. I'm gonna check this out. Yep, he has like a normal face, and then he has like a frowny face, and then he has an angry face. So it looks pretty cool. That's what I wanted just to give you guys. It's about $24, so it's a pretty. NECA does pretty cool stuff, but it's really. The price point is really good, so I'm a big fan of that. And like I said, $24, 7 inches tall, and it looks cool. So that will be it for the new releases that I wanted to talk about. There's tons more. I could go hours probably talking about new releases, but that's what I'll end it there for new releases, and we'll be talking about some of the pre-owned figures that I usually tend to go. Some of the sites I go out and look, and I just want to pinpoint a few figures from those sites. So now let's take a look at some of the pre-owned figures that, like I said, I usually tend to go out and haven't done it in a while, because every time I look at the pre-owned section, I tend to be like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. So I tend to kind of avoid it now, but you know what? It's still a good place to go look if you're looking for older figures or older, or just older anything, and then you might find one, but or something that you'll like. But like I said, there's usually 2 sites that I go to. The first one is amiami.com, and the other one is, what's it called, Mandrake, .co.jp. That one is a little bit different. They have a English site and a Japanese site. Some of this Japanese stuff or sometimes are not in the English one, and then vice versa. Maybe it's vice versa. But so far, I've seen that some of the Japanese stuff aren't, Japanese site. Some of their figures aren't on the English one. But so far, like I said, those are the 2 places I usually go and buy my figures, pre-owned at least wise. Amiami.com has a pretty big selection. Mandrake has a ton of selection, I should say. They tend to kind of have, like, I think I've seen it about 300 pages of pre-owned stuff. So you got to do some searching and things like that for it. But it's a good place to go if you're looking for, like, Mandrake is a good place to go if you're looking for more rare figures. That's a good place to go. But like I said, the first 2 figures are from amiami.com. This one is from Triage X Yuka Sagiri, which is if you've seen my figure, I did a review for it too. That one is a samurai chick with the samurai sword. The nurse, I guess, head nurse chick with the samurai sword. That one showed up on, I think there's one on both sites actually, but this one's a little bit cheaper, I think so. by like a few hundred yen only, but it is pretty good figure. And like I said, maybe a lot of people want to get it or not. Like it's always pretty cool to see it, show up on these sites. But it's about 16 or 15,980 yen. So you're looking at about maybe $150. So it's a pretty hefty figure there. Its actually original price is 12,000 yen, so it's gone up by about $30. So if you didn't, pre-order at that time or buy it during its new release, and you're looking for it now, you're paying a $30 difference. So you gotta look out for that. And on Miami.com, at least, it's about they give you 2 sections of the ratings. You got a item and a box section, so they give it from A to, I guess, the lowest I've seen was C. Maybe there is a D, but I don't go anything lower than C. So they give you an item box of A, and then a box of item of A, and then the box of B. So what that means is the item is still really good condition, while the box is a little bit, scruffled up a bit, but not like anything else. I think C is like the lowest I would go. So if the box is a C, it probably has like water stains and damage and things like that. If the items is C, you might be looking at chipped items, some accessories that aren't there. So I tend to keep it in the B range. B is a pretty good place. It might have a little bit like a little stain on everything, something like that. But other than that, B is the lowest I would probably go for that. So it's a item of A and a box of B. So it's still in really good condition. Next up is Kirito from Sword Art Online. It's the Figma action figure. I think it's a figure that I've been kind of looking to get, but I don't think I'm willing to pay the price for it. It's actually, I think, come down in price for pre-owned. I think last time I seen it pre-owned was like 10,000 yen, which is about $100 or $90, and new was like 15,000 yen. So it's kind of come down in price a bit. Its original listing price for it is about 3,900 yen. So it's still a big increase in just for a Figma. So, but like I said, this one was kind of a rare action figure to get, maybe like last year. Mid last year, because I was kind of looking forward to it, or looking to get it, and I just couldn't find it, so I just gave up. And I probably will never try to buy it, because like I said, it's a big markup in price, and something I kind of just don't really care too much about it as of right now. So maybe later on the line, hopefully it goes down a bit, or it gets another re-release. And this is actually is it re-released? Nope, it just says released. So maybe I'll get another re-release. Like a third or a fourth time, and then I'll buy it at the listing price of 3,000 yen, 3,900 yen. So this one, like I said, is about 7,900 yen. So about $70 plus shipping. The item is A, and the box is a B. I don't really know much about the action figures. Mostly when you're buying them, I kind of tend to stay to newer one, because you don't know if joints are going to come kind of loose or things like that. I'm pretty sure they usually say things like that, like, oh, joint is loose, maybe they'll knock it down to like a B or a C or something like that. So so far, like I said, if it's an A, it's pretty much like new, but the box has just been banged up a bit. So next is from Mandrake. I kind of go to Mandrake, like I said. They are probably one of the coolest sites, because they kind of just get figures from like all around. So you'll see some like exclusive figures from one site on there, because somebody will buy it and then sell it to them to, of course, buy some more new figures. This one is from Mega House. This is the POP limited portraits of pirates. If you've seen my Nami one, that's what it is. This is for Nico Robin. This is of course, the kind of like bikini looking figures. This one is, like I said, it's exclusive to certain sites, so you can't get it at like Amiami.com or things like that. So you gotta kind of order from those sites. And like I said, they usually tend to get Mandrake used to tend to get them because people sell them to them. So this one sits at about 10,000 yen. There's actually a few. Oh, there's more than like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them on sale, are selling on Mandrake.com or Mandrake.com co.jp. You can go there. There's 5, 6 of them are selling right now, so about 10,000 yen each. So if you want to buy it, there's a ton of them. I suggest you go and buy it if you're a big fan of that. And like I said, a lot of people like that Nami one, so this is the Nigo Ramen one. Should be a pretty cool kind of set. And there's also another one of that's coming out too. So like I said, 10,000 yen, pretty cool price. I think that's usually about where it sits anyway. So next up is from Max Factory, the 7th Dragon 2020. I don't know anything about that. This character is called Psychic? Pink Harley, I guess. I don't know anything about this 7th Dragon, which looks pretty cool. I've seen gameplay for it for the 3DS. I think it came out on the DS and then the 3DS. There's one coming out in the US later on this year, so I'm pretty excited for that. But anyways, this is actually a really cool figure. I've been looking to buy this figure for the longest time. Like, I keep seeing it. I'm like, do I want to get it? It's a very hard figures for me to buy. This is actually a pretty cool looking figure, and it's set to about 6,000 yen. The difference between Miami.com and I forgot to tell you guys this, they don't have a rating on their or a magic on their site for anything like this. They usually tell you what's wrong with it, so this is kind of a you buy the product and hopefully nothing's wrong with it. They usually have pictures of what the box and everything looks like, and they usually list what's wrong with it. So, but this one, like I said, they don't. If they don't have anything, you're pretty sure, hopefully, that everything's all right. So, like I said, this one's a pretty cool figure. 6,000 yen. I don't remember. I think it sits about 8,000 for a new one. So you're looking at $2,000 kind of dollars off. And like I said, it's a cool figure to buy. There's also the samurai one, which looks pretty cool. The recolored one, not the original. The original one's like way too. It's about $250 for it, and I don't think I want to buy it. But the recolored one, which is a different color, like the original color had black hair, the recolored one has, I think, brown hair. And that was about 7,000 yen, so it's a little bit more, but you can also go and buy that one. But this is the one I kind of want to show you guys. So that is pretty much it for the pre-owned section here. Like I said, I kind of want to keep this kind of like a pre-ordered, new, and then pre-owned. That seems to be like a good form. Maybe I'll talk about some other things, but that is pretty much it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys come back. Actually, as I always try to do it, I try to get a review video up after this one for the next figure that I'm doing on. I haven't done that yet, but it should be coming up later on today, so hopefully you guys wait for that. But anyways, this is Omega Belma, and I'll see everybody next week.